All right, it is time for the bus stop forecast. So many of the kiddos heading back to school today. Oklahoma City Public School. Hopefully it was a great winter break, Christmas break. It is back into the swing of things. Teachers are getting geared up, ready to go, already at the schools, and many of the kiddos about to head to the bus stop. Bundle them up. Temps are in the low 30s. Some areas have dipped into the 20s in Oklahoma City, and we've got a wind chill that feels like the low 20s. A little bit of cloud cover, a little light fog, but we're heading to sunshine this afternoon and upper 40s on the way. No rain gear needed today. You won't need it tomorrow morning at the bus stop either, but by Friday morning, we will be tracking rain across the region, and parts of the state will have some snow come Friday morning. Here's how we're shaping up as far as the fog goes this morning. The densest fog is up into Kay County, where you are in the 20s. You're well below freezing from basically Blackwell, Brayman, Newkirk, Ponca, right over to Burbank. Any elevated surface due to that added moisture from the fog could start to cause a little bit of ice on the elevated surfaces. The bridges, your back deck even, could have some very, very thin ice. So please just be careful as you're driving through the thick fog, especially these areas that are below 32. Freezing fog and concern. A few sprinkles going on in the southeast. Rest of the state will be dry, and we'll see sunshine later today in advance of that next storm system over California. That's how it's shaping up on our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, live from our Cowboy Hall of Fame cam. You can see the haze there on the street lights. Visibility's okay. 29 at Will Rogers. That's the current temp. Teens and 20s ahead of, or behind the front. Ahead of it, it's a weak front. Temps are in the 30s, even some 40s down to the south. Northwest winds are 5 to 15 miles per hour. It feels like the single digits, and teens down to 13 in Blackwell, 19 in Sealing, 18 in Woodward, 16 El Reno. Not much of a wind chill down to the south and southeast yet. Your winds are still very calm, but you also have the chance for some fog to settle through the next couple of hours. Closer to rush hour, probably when we see our worst of the fog. Then everything starts to clear it out. 43 at noon, 48 by 3, 47 Enid, 49 Clinton, some 50s in southern Oklahoma. This is a potent storm coming through California. It's got a lot of moisture with it for the Sierra Nevada mountain range, the Rockies, and eventually the southern plains. A lot of moisture. This storm system, storm number 2, that is moving in as we head into the start of next week. And there are storms lined up all the way back across the Pacific. Today, mostly sunshine into the afternoon. Clouds roll in tonight. And here's Future Next Gen showing the rain. It's a good rain for parts of the state. Some areas it'll be much lighter. May have a rumble of thunder or two out of this, the way the jet stream energy will be kind of oriented, but not expecting severe weather. For a lot of us, this is going to be quarter of an inch of rain at maximum. As it moves on by, the snow continues in the northwest, far northern Oklahoma, with a little light glaze of ice possible, some light freezing rain in the east. Tonight, we're still dry. The storm system moves in tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, 40s and 50s, and then here comes the rain chances. Here's your statewide forecast. Transitioning to snow in the Panhandle, snow in Woodward, Alva, Ponca City, Miami, a wintry mix to Enid. The purple on the map is one of those days that we'll see a little freezing rain, so we kind of get it all thrown at us tomorrow evening, tomorrow night into Friday morning. One thing that still looks locked in is we get mainly a cold rain in Oklahoma City. So we add up about a quarter of an inch on the high end, up to a half of an inch for the zone in pink there. And as far as ice goes, not a major winter storm or major ice storm, but a glaze of ice if you're traveling for folks in the east. Now, the snow, the gray, represents about a trace, and I'm forecasting it up to an inch from Tologa, basically up to Mutual, Cherokee, Viside, Leedy, Roll, and then you get from May, Buffalo, Woodward, 2 inches, and there may be a few bullseyes up to 4 inches of snow. That's enough to cause snow-covered roadways and even some ruts in the snow. So storm trackers are geared up, ready to go. Of course, our weather team will bring you updates in case your Friday morning commute gets a little bit messy for those counties in the northwest and even northern Oklahoma. Back to the east, we will monitor it for you. Friday, we warm to the 30s. The 40s is a chilly day with a few light showers around, dry to the weekend, and our next storm rolls in early next week. And that's your full forecast. We're back after this.